Good morning. Good morning. How are you? We're going to get started. Hi, Susan. This is Allison Woodward from Coppermine Racket and Fitness. We're going to get started in about 4 minutes. So we're going to do power yoga and I'm going to insert core. So all you need is your mat and some water. So we're going to get started in about 4 minutes. Welcoming anybody that comes. I think that's Nicole. So we'll go about, with Shavasana, we'll go about an hour. So do as much as you can do. All right. Hi, Christy. Welcome, Christy. I'm going to fill up my water bottle. So all you need is your mat, some water, and we're going to do power yoga, and I'm going to insert core, and I'm going to tell you how we're going to do that in a few minutes. So whatever you need to do, grab that, and we'll get started in now about 3 minutes. That's right, you could help me. So good morning. I see a few more people joining in. My name is Allison, and I'm the group fitness director at Coppermine Racket and Fitness. I wanted just to tell you, and I probably should say it at the end too, all of our workouts, we are offering about 4 workouts a day, except on the weekends. So you're able to go back onto our Coppermine Racket and Fitness page and see those videos. So when you go at the top, you can click on videos, you can see the length of the video, and most of them now have a description. It's taken a little bit longer to figure all these things out as we've gone along, but if you can't do all of today, and come back and do the workout later. The one I did last night was a Tabata. It was 45-second intervals with 15-second rest. And again, you could do 15 minutes of it. So anyway, they're there for you at any time. We're going to get started. I'm going to, in about 3 minutes, I'm going to mute everybody on Zoom. Can everybody hear me and see me? Yes, yes. If you're on Facebook Live, if you can't see me or hear me, let me know. Same with, we're all getting pretty good at the Zoom, I guess. So if you can't see me on Zoom, let me know. And again, we're going to get started in a few minutes. Just grab water in your mat. So I have, I'm going to play a playlist. If you don't want to listen to my music, you can certainly play your own music. And we're going to get started. I was waiting to see, hi, oh, is that Kate Muller? Oh, yay. Welcome. So I am going to mute everybody on Zoom. Uh-oh, no, Jax. Thank you. My dog is dying to get in the video, so I'm going to prevent him from getting in. So I don't know if Matt Waldron's on, but it's Matt's 50th birthday today. Sorry, Matt. And if you come to my studio at Coppermine, we do birthday love through yoga. So it is Matt's birthday today, and he turns 50, so we are going to do either 5 sets of 10, or, oh, yeah, you had to get in, or 10 sets of 5. Most of them is probably going to be 5 sets of 10. So happy birthday, Matt. If I was playing my regular playlist, I would be playing you some special music today. And if you've never come into our studio, as soon as it opens up, we would love to, oh, there he is. Hi, Matt. Happy birthday, Matt. 50. We're doing 50 of everything. Welcome. Anyway, so we tend to try to have a lot of fun when you come in the studio.
Thank you.
Again, you go at your own level and do your own thing. Oh, yeah. Do you have beads on, Matt? Oh, he has his he has his beads on. Those of you on Facebook can't see Matt. He's wearing a necklace with a 50 on it. Are you ready, Matt? Yep, he's giving me a thumbs up. Okay, Matt, you can go to child's pose anytime you want, okay? 1 hour of child's pose. You're gonna love it. All right. I'm gonna mute you if you're on Zoom. And let's get started. Matt, Missy, and Megan say happy birthday. This is when we love, we could give hugs. All right, so let's start on our backs. It's your birthday, Matt. We're not starting in child's pose. All right, so get into Supta Konasana, soles of your feet together, knees are wide, and allow your body just to fall to the mat. Now you're in your room, in your house. I can't see what you're doing. So if you want to stay here and not move, do that. Otherwise, we're going to start with core. We're going to lift up. Good. That was 5. 5 more. 3, 2. Now keep crunching. 10 crunches with your legs up. If that doesn't feel good, keep your feet grounded. Keep breathing. 5 more. Right into bicycle. Here we go. Right and left. Good. Take those legs straight up. 10 reps. Up and down. Up and down. Try to get those shoulders off the floor. Good. We have 5 more. Look straight up. 2 more. Now you're going to reach that right hand up. Now the left hand up. Now the right hand up. Trying to touch your toes. 6. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the knees into your chest. 5 sets of 10. Go ahead and circle those ankles around. Pull those knees wide to your underarms. Good. Press that low back to the floor. We're going to do another round of those. So place the feet flat to the floor, and you're going to come up. Keep space between your chin and your chest. You have 5 more. Try to lift your shoulder blades off the floor. Look straight up. 2 more. Good. Now this time, cross at the ankles. Breathe. Your body temperature is going to come up. This core work right away will get that body temperature up. Keep it going. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Take it straight up. Straight leg bicycle. Breathe. 8, 9. Now right into bicycle. 10, 9, 8, 6, 4, 2. Bring those knees together. Last set. Straight up. Straight up. Now this last set, try not to let the shoulders go all the way down. You're trying. That's all you're doing is you're just trying. 5 more. Look straight up to your ceiling. 3 more. Keep that space between your chin and your chest. And now release it all the way to the floor, knees into your chest. Now you're going to grab underneath of your thighs. You're going to rock and roll. And this feels good. And it's kind of fun. And when you, 2 more times, you're going to find your way to a high plank. So you might cross, walk back, you might hop back. And we're going to hold here. Look forward, your first high plank of the day, getting some core work in first. So we're going to start off, we're going to do 10 sets of these, 5 chaturangas. So it's down, lift up, down, lift up, down, lift up, down, lift up. 1 more, down, lift up, push back, down dog. Now press press your chest to your toes. Your first down dog. Feel this, 5 breaths. Now we're not going to do all 10 of those in a row. We have 9 more. Don't let me skip one. We're going to break it up a little bit. So come back to your high plank. This time, see if you can get on your tips of your toes. Good, strong here. Shoulders over top of the wrist. Chaturanga, high plank. Chaturanga, 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Down dog. Awesome. Now we only have 8 more. Now feel those feet. Press the chest towards the toes. Big toes to touch. Take your right leg straight back. And as you take that right leg straight back, bend the knee and then open up here. Try not to open up with the right shoulder. Just open up on that right side of your body, keeping that right shoulder down towards the floor. 2 more breaths. And now you're going to keep that right leg off the earth, come to a high plank again. So you're on that left foot. Chaturanga, high. Chaturanga, high. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Push back. 3-legged down dog. Lift it all the way back. Lower it down. That's 3. Big toes to touch. Left leg goes straight back. Bend your knee, open your hip. Woo, keep that left shoulder down. You should start to feel this in your shoulders. 2 more breaths. Press that right heel down towards the floor, but it shouldn't touch the floor. Rotate that leg around, back to a high plank with that left foot lifted off the floor. If you need to drop to your right knee, do that. Low plank, high plank, low. 3 more, 2 more. 1 more. Down dog, lift that left leg and lower it back down. 3 breaths here. I think that was 4 sets of those, yeah? Walk it forward to the front of your mat. Take your hands to your shins. Take a half lift. So whenever anybody has a birthday, we're all being challenged. Fold forward. Grab the back of your legs and fold. Slowly rise 1 vertebrae at a time. Take those arms overhead. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take 1 deep breath. And again, reach your arms overhead. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale, fold forward. Hands to your shins, half lift. Ground your hands in. Walk it back to a high plank. Set number 5. Low plank, high. Low plank, high. Now 2 more of these. Then come to your upward facing dog to down dog. Now going a little different today, a little bit different. Walking slowly, your hands walk back to your feet. Feel what that feels like. Good, and now you're gonna slowly rise. Take a nice deep breath, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Take your hands to your mat, walk it all the way out. This is number 6. Low plank, high plank, low plank, high plank. You can drop to your knees and you can skip these. 1 more, except with your mat. You can't skip them with your mat. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. We only have 4 more of those. Body temperature should be getting warmer. Now look to your hands. Step or float to the front of your mat. Half lift. Fold. Rise up. As you rise up, feel your feet. Maybe reach up and maybe look up. Fold forward. Half lift. Walk it out to a high plank. 5 chaturangas. If you don't want to do 5, then go back to your down dog. And just wait for us there. That was 7.
So we have 3 more sun A's. You can add or subtract anything you want. So as we flow through, you can make up your own vinyasa, or you can keep doing those chaturangas, 5, whatever amount you want. So look to your hands, step or float to the front of your mat. Half lift, fold, rise up. As you get more warmed up, maybe you make this a little bigger and reach back. Fold forward. Half lift. And now walking it into your high plank, you find your way back to down dog. Maybe you do those chaturangas, maybe not. Come to up dog, to down dog. 2 more sun A's. And again, this should look like what you want it to look like, what you want it to feel like. Look to your hands, step or float to the front of your mat. Half lift, fold, rise up. Maybe reach back. Fold forward. Half lift into your high plank. Find your way back to your down dog. We have 1 more sun A. So take 3 deep breaths. 1 more. You can always have a nice generous bend in your knees. Look to your hands, step, float to the front of your mat. Take a half lift, fold, rise up. And now fold forward. If you've been doing those 5 chaturangas, technically are 10 at 10 times 5, 50. Woo! And then come to upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Moving on to sun B, look to your hands, step or float to the front of your mat. Half lift, fold, come to queen chair. So queen chair, your big toes touch. Your heels are just an inch or 2 apart in the back. And then you are making sure your back is flat. You want to start to lower down towards the floor. And as we get more warmed up, you might be able to lower down a little bit more. Good. Stay in it. For 3. And 2. 1 more deep breath. And now release, fold forward. Half lift into your high plank. You do what works for you. Up dog. Down dog. Step your right leg forward. Warrior 1. So spin that left leg around. Come into this posture. Maybe straighten that right leg. Come upright. And then start to bend the right knee, pulling that left hip forward. Right hip comes back. Do that 1 more time. Straighten that right leg. As you straighten the right leg, pull that left hip forward, right hip back, and bend that right knee. Arms go overhead. If you're comfortable looking up, take your gaze up. Some of you might take a little back bend. Try to bend that right knee a little bit more towards the front of your room. And then release. Vinyasa. Back to down dog. You might hover that foot off the earth. Maybe not. Step your left leg through. Warrior 1. Use your legs to come back up. Straighten that left leg. And actually take your hands to your hips. Pull and manipulate them. Feel what that feels like. Start to bend that left knee. Do that again. Straighten that left leg. So I'm a lot tighter on my left side, trying to get more open here. Bless you. Bend your left knee. Take your arms overhead. And again, whatever variation you want. If you want to look up, or maybe take a slight back bend, go for that. For 3. Start pressing your left knee more towards the front of the room. And then vinyasa, back to your down dog. However you want to get there. We're gonna put that together in a flow. Warrior one flow. But before we do, you're gonna bring your big toes to touch. You're gonna walk your feet a little bit closer to your hands. And then you're gonna bend your knees. Get down, get your glutes as close to the heels of your feet as you can, and then straighten. Do that 2 more times. And then on the next one, look to your hands and hop up. Try that 5 times. Heart rate might go up. Body temperature might go up. After 5, go back to your down dog. Look to your hands, step or float to the front of your mat. Half lift, fold, queen chair. Big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. See if you can get a little lower this time. And then start to drop your chest to your thighs. Reach your hands. So with intention, look down, separate your toes, reach your hands to the front of the room. Feel that weight shift to the back of your feet, your heels. So the weight shifts back, but then you're reaching with your fingertips forward, keeping length in your spine. And then release, fold forward. Half left. Into your high plank. Vinyasa back to down dog. Step that right leg through. Warrior one. Reach up, maybe reach back. And then release. Vinyasa through your way. Step your left leg through. Warrior one. Reach up, maybe reach back to the back of the room. And then release. One more time. Warrior one on your own breath. Make it as big as you can. Exaggerate your asana. And then go to the left side, find your way. Step the left leg through, warrior one. And exaggerate your posture. Reach up, maybe reach back. And then find your way back to your down dog. Two breaths. And this time you're going to look to your hands. You're going to hop both feet out and then both feet back. Both feet out, both feet back. 3 more. Try not to make any noise as you hop. 1 more. Down dog. Core, shoulders, heart rate will go up. Look to your hands, step or float to the front of your mat. Half lift, fold, queen chair. Flatten out that back, shoulders back and down. Reach your arms forward, lower your body down towards the floor. Now this time, start to drop your chest to your thighs. Reach your hands to the back of the room. So now our fingertips are reaching back as we drop the body weight down to the heels of our feet. 1 more breath, and then release and fold forward. Half lift into your high plank. Make it your vinyasa, whatever you want. Up dog, down dog, right leg steps, warrior one, and then open up to warrior two. So straighten that right leg, bend that right knee another inch towards the front of your room. You might have to move your right foot forward a little bit. 1 more time, straighten that leg. This time, as you bend that right knee, take those arms parallel to the earth. Woo. Hopefully you're warmed up. Stay in this here. Press the right knee out to the right pinky toe. Your right knee is over top of the ankle. You're looking right through the center of your hand. Flip your right hand. Only this time, you're going to take your left hand, grab your right wrist, lift it up, and reach it back, but don't straighten your right leg. Look forward to the front of the room. Keep reaching back for 3. Go back a little further, and then release. Just that one time through. Vinyasa, back to your down dog. Step your left leg through, warrior 1. Open up to warrior 2. So again, 2 times. Straighten this leg. Shoulders over top of your hips. Start to bend that left knee. Press the left knee out, right hip comes out. Straighten that leg again. And now commit fully to your warrior 2. Reach the arms out so they're parallel to the earth. Left knee is over top of the ankle. Take your gaze over to your middle finger of your left hand. Super strong in that left leg. Right leg is straight, but my right arm is still up, active. Flip your left hand, take that right hand, grab the wrist, take it back, but don't straighten your left leg. Stay committed in that left leg. Press that left knee out. Keep reaching back for 3. Feel a great stretch on the left side of your body. 2 more breaths. Come on, stay in it, stay in it. And then release. Find your way to down dog. Awesome. Woo! So now you have a choice. We did those hops on the outside of your hands or handstand hops. Some of you might go to one leg, but 5 times. You do what works for you. If you get the handstand, try to hold it. 2 more. 1 more. Back to your down dog. Throwing those challenges in, get your heart rate up, keep your body temperature up. Look to your hands, step or float to the front of your mat. We're gonna flow that. Half lift, fold, rise up and go to clean chair. Big toes to touch. Holding here for 3. The idea, use the exhale to sit a little lower. Take 1 more deep breath, keep that back flat. Drop your chest to your thighs, reach your hands forward, shift that weight back. 2 more breaths. You should feel this in your legs. If not, go deeper. Reach your arms to the back of the room. You're super strong. Palms face down, but reach your fingertips back, shoulders up. 1 more full breath. And now release. Fold forward. Half lift into your high plank. You're going to vinyasa through warrior 1, warrior 2 flow. Add or subtract anything you want and go at your own pace. Coming to the left side, warrior 1, warrior 2. Breathe, make them bigger by your breath. Not necessarily how fast we move. Making those asanas as big as you can make them. Feeling your body as you flow through. 1 more time, right and left. So as you step forward, as you open up, how does that body feel? Can you get a little bit deeper? Woo! Left side through. And then come back to your down dog. Find your way. Woo! Now we're gonna come to a high plank 10 times. So this will be our 6th challenge. So right hand touches our left shoulder, left hand to the right. Good, 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Core, power yoga and core. Big toes to touch. Take your right leg straight back, bend your knee, open your hip. You might flip over. After you flip over, you might go into a wheel if you want, or just keep working on wheel, reach that hand back. Flip on back, right leg will go straight back. Lift it as high as you can. Right knee, right tricep, down to your right wrist. Lift it up and over to your left tricep, down to the wrist. Take your right hand to the center of your mat. Shoot your right leg to the floor this time. And open up, so your left foot spins around to the back of your room. Left hand reaches back. Woo! Open up, shoulder, core. Slowly come back, 3-legged dog, to a high plank with that right leg lifted. Hold for 5. Look forward, pull that cord. Lower that right leg back down to the earth. Forearm plank for 5 breaths. Woo. Make a fist with your right hand. Take your right fist to the left elbow. Turn so your right obliques are facing the floor. Left hand behind your head. We did this last night. Look up to the ceiling. Now follow your elbow. Touch your elbow to the floor out in front of you. And then lift it back up. Drop it down. Lift it back up. Drop it down. Lift it back up. 2 more. Drop it down. Lift it back up. 1 more. Down. Lift it back up. Slowly come to a forearm plank. Make a fist with your left hand. Turn to your right. Hand becomes behind your head. Lift your right hip up. Touch the elbow to the floor. Look down. Lift up, look up. Drop down, look down. Lift up. 3 more. Drop down. Lift up. 2 more. Keep that right hip lifted. 1 more time. Back up, forearm plank, 5 breaths. I'm hoping you're warm here. I'm hoping. 2 more breaths. Look forward, look forward. Stay in it because you can. Come up to a high plank, 5 breaths. You've got this. Pull your core in, look forward. Breathe through. 2 more deep breaths. So take that inhale and that exhale. Now on this next breath, on your exhale, slowly push it back to down dog. Woo! Big toes to touch. Left leg goes straight back. Bend your knee, open your hip. Maybe you flip over. Hold that posture. Flip on back. Left leg's gonna go straight back. Left knee, left tricep. Left knee to your left wrist. Lift it back up and over to your right. Down to your right wrist. Now take that leg over to the right side. Spin your right foot to the back of your room. Use the power in your right and your left foot to lift up and open up. Shoulder, core. Come back to a 3-legged dog. Lift that left leg as high as you can. And now come to a high plank with that left leg lifted, 5 breaths. Look forward. Got a lot of core in here today. A lot of core, a lot of shoulders, a lot of core. Drop that left foot down. Hold 5. Pull your belly button to your spine. You can always drop to your knees. We're going to slowly walk down. Forearm plank. Hold 5 breaths. Make a fist with your left hand Take it over to your right elbow. Turn to your right. Hand lifts up this time. Reach that right hip up. Hold for 5. Come back to your forearm plank. Hold for 5. Stay in this. A lot of core today. Stay with me. Make a fist with your right hand. Take it over to your left elbow. Turn to your left. Lift that left arm up. Lift your left hip up. Hold for 5. And now you're going to slowly come back to your forearm plank for 5. Lift your hips up. Don't let them crash. Pull your core in. And then on your next exhale, hold that high plank for 5. Be strong here. Super strong. Use your breath. Power. You're powerful right now, but you're going to find ease in your body. Hold for 1 more deep breath. Press it back. Down dog. Good job. Awesome series. Stay with me. Big toes to touch. Take your right leg straight back. Step it through. Deep lunge. Walk that right foot forward. So you might have to take your hand, push your calf forward, whatever you need to do. Get that right knee over top of your right ankle. And then shift your weight forward. So you're on the ball of your left foot. Your left leg is straight. Your left heel is right over top of that left foot. Pull your core in and now look forward. You're going to slowly hover those hands off the earth and reach those hands to the front of the room. So you're going to halfway come up to your crescent lunge. Not all the way, halfway up. Really super strong in that right leg. Come all the way up to your crescent lunge. Good, now you're going to reach that right hand to the back of your room. Left arm's going to reach. Try not to lean in forward. Keep that chest upright. Shoulders still over top of the hips and reach back. Maybe you reach your right hand to your low back. Your left arm reaches straight up. Come back to your crescent lunge. Come forward slightly. So push off on that left foot. And you're going to go to airplane. Woo. So get your balance on your right leg. Your right knee is slightly bent. Your hands are reaching to the back of the room. Palms are facing down. Your left foot is flexed, facing down. So you're going to bend and straighten that right leg 3 times. Bend, and now straighten. Bend, and straighten. 1 more. Bend, and straighten. Now bend that right knee again. Reach that left leg back, crescent lunge. Hands to your heart, twist over to your right. You should be feeling something in your right leg right now. Twist your body to the right. Now, if you want to split your hands or bind, go for it. Left hand goes underneath your right leg. Right arm goes around your back. Straighten that left leg. If you're on 2 feet, push in with both feet. And now release back to your crescent lunge. Fullest expression here. And then release. Give that right leg a break. Vinyasa, back to down dog. Find your way. Hold your down dog. Ooh. Lift those hips up another inch. Press your chest towards your toes. For your big toes to touch, take your left leg straight back. And now see where you are on this side. Step that left leg through. How far forward can you get it? The knee is over top of the ankle. And then play around with the right foot. Scoot that right foot back. Your right heel is right over top of the ball of your right foot. Bend that left knee so that the knee is over top of the ankle, and then start to hover your hands off the earth. You're going to come up halfway. Pull the core in. Reach your arms forward. Get length in your spine. And now you're going to slowly rise all the way. Get your shoulders over top of your hips. Push your hips forward. Left thigh is parallel to the earth. As you twist, your left hand reaches to the back and your right hand reaches forward. Still, your left thigh is parallel to the earth. Left hand comes to your low back, or you can take it to your right leg, whatever feels right. Right arm reaches up. And then you're going to come back up to that crescent lunge. You should start to feel something in your left leg. Hands to your heart, twist over to your left. Breathe through. You might drop that right hand in the earth. You might take your left arm around, half or full body. People who stand and play, go for it. I love it. Do what feels right for you today. Take 2 more breaths. And now with the strength of your legs, release the spine, release the hands, come all the way up. Fullest expression here, so feel both feet. Lift up. If you want to look up or go for a back bend, go for it. And then release. Vinyasa, back to down dog. Awesome. Stay right here and hold. A lot of core this day, and that was a lot of legs. So we're going to move on to queen chair. Last power posture. So look to your hands. Step or float to the front of your mat. Take a half lift. Fold. Queen chair. Big toes to touch. Heels are slightly apart. And I tend to grab my top of my thigh to get that length in my back. So I straighten my arms, get that length, pull my belly button to my spine. Then bring your hands to your heart center, twist over to your right. So what I'm going to turn to face you, what I'm working on is dropping my hips and lifting my heart. You want your heart to be higher than your hips. So don't dump into that right leg. Use that leg to lift your body away. If you want to bind and stand, go for it. You can also take your right hand, make a fist, press it into the palm of your left hand for 3. Drop your hips another inch. And then release, fold forward. Take your feet a couple inches apart. Take your peace sign fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Elbows are wide. And fold forward. We did this last week and it felt really, really good. So from this position, take a half lift. Push your butt cheeks to the back of your room and now fold forward again. So release, deep squat, crow, anything you want to do. This is like our recess time. Maybe you're going to go grab a drink. But deep squat, you can go to a deep squat here. If you want to get deeper and drop the hips down, do that. You can go into a headstand. Go, Matt. Go, Matt. So we like to play around in the studio and we really encourage people. So maybe you're going from crow to your headstand. And then this is something you've been working on. So don't forget to keep working. Twist your body. Drop your right knee to your left tricep. And get that arm balance. Find your way back to down dog. However you want to get there. If you need to skip that vinyasa, skip it. If you don't skip it. Look to your hands. Step or float to the front of your mat. Half lift. Fold. Back to queen chair. And again, bring your hands to your heart center. You're going to twist to your left. So I tend to do that just so I know that I'm lengthening out my spine, especially when we're somewhere and we can't see ourselves. You want to keep that length. Once you get that right elbow to the outside of your left thigh, you're going to lift your chest. Maybe you take your fist. And I add these in. These are all extras. You don't have to do any of these. None of this defines who you are. Sometimes we're afraid to try things. Try different things, especially now. You're in your home. Who cares? And now release, fold forward. Take your hands underneath of your feet. Get your toes to grab your wrist and then fold forward. Bend those elbows, but let the head relax. Relax the head. Draw your chin to your chest. And then the last thing you're trying to do is straighten those legs. So press your feet into your hands to straighten your legs. And then going for that deep squat or crow again. So if you're doing that headstand, you could go to crow. Drop it slow to your headstand. And this time I'm going to twist to the other side. And drop that left knee on my right tricep. And I want to hold that balance. Find your way back to down dog. Woo! This is definitely hump day. Hump day feels more like hump day now. Press your chest towards your toes. And now we're moving on to balance. And due to time, I typically do maybe 3 to 4 balance postures. We're just going to do 2. Slowly walk to the front of your mat. Slowly rise all the way up. Slow, slow. We're going to do eagle on your right side. So we're going to cross our right leg over top of our left. Our right arm underneath and hold. Now, if you can wrap that right foot around your left calf, great. But make sure your right hip doesn't pull forward. We're going to reach all the way up with our hands. Then we're going to slowly release that right leg. Lift that right knee up into our chest. Find your gaze. So I'm looking forward. Find a place so you can keep that balance. If you look around too much, you'll fall out of balance. Slowly reach that right leg to the back of the room. And I'm fully aware I missed that airplane on that left leg. I know. And now you're going to slowly drop that left hand to the earth. Right arm reaches. And then try, this is a hard transition. Don't use the earth. Don't use the earth. Use your strength in your left leg. Come back to airplane. And then release and fold forward. Slowly rise. So you should have felt something on that left leg. Eagle on your left. So it's a little bit easier for me to get my left foot around my back, my right calf. So I might connect that. But I'm only going to connect if I can keep the hips square. All right? Left arm under. And now find your drishti, find your focus. Hold for 3. And now release the arms overhead. Feel really strong in that right leg. Lift the left knee up. Find that balance. See if you can lift your left knee a little bit higher. Left ankle is right over top of your left knee. Slight bend in your right knee. Find your breath if you lost it. And then you're going to slowly take that left leg back, airplane, and hold. Slowly drop that right hand down to the earth. Get your balance first, and then start to open up on that left side. Look up to your left hand. Lift that left leg a little higher for 3. And now try not to use the weight of your hand. Try not to use the earth. Use your right leg. Come back to your airplane and hold for 3. And then slowly release and fold forward. Shake out that right foot. That right foot should have felt something. Slowly rise all the way up. Take a nice deep breath. Hands through your heart to your hips. So we want to challenge the foot that's in the earth. Good. So we're going to lift that right foot up. You're going to grab the inside of the right knee, or you can grab the right big toe. If you grab the right big toe and you can extend your right leg straight out, then hold your toe. If you can't, grab the knee. take the leg out. So as I take the leg out, I lose my balance. Take your right leg over to the right side of the room, and then slowly take your left hand to the left side of the room. So I have to get my focus back. I lost my focus. Look over to the left side of the room. And now bring that leg back to center. Release the arms. Good. Slowly, you're going to reach the arms forward and that right leg goes back. And hold for 3. Slowly drop the hands to the earth. Now you're in a position, standing split, where you lift that right leg as high as you can, or you grab your left ankle, or pop up to a handstand. If you hold that handstand, hold it as long as you can. And then release, slowly rise all the way up. As you take your arms overhead, bring your hands to your heart. Left side's going to be different from the right. To honor that, you're going to grab the inside of that left knee or that left big toe. You decide. If you're going to grab the toe, grab it and then lengthen the spine, okay? And then see if you can extend it to the front of the room and then to the left side of the room. If you take it over, and I notice I'm a little tight, so I'm going to grab my knee and look over to the right. Don't have ego and flexibility. Take away the ego. Bring it back to center. Extend that left leg straight out. Arms overhead. Hip flexor strength on that left leg. Ground in that right foot. Lift up. We're going to slowly reach that left leg to the back of the room. Now I'm going to add in that airplane that I forgot. But reach forward first. Reach forward first. Extend that warrior. And then reach the hands to the back of the room. And now release. Slowly rise all the way up. Come to the front of your mat. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift into your high plank. Hold your high plank. Feel your shoulders over top of your wrists. Look forward. 5 chaturanga. All the way up. 1 more set. Turn your fingertips towards the center of your mat. Tricep push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now position your hands back forward. Press back, down dog. Big toes to touch. Take your right knee to your nose. Shift the weight forward. Bring it into your chest. Step it through. Deep lunge. And now hover your fingertips. So you've come off your right thigh. You're not dumping into your right thigh. You're holding for 5. From here, open right up to warrior 2. Straighten your right leg, triangle. So I'm going to reach this right hand forward. If you want to drop it down, drop it down. Left arm reaches to the ceiling. Now take your left hand behind your head. Take your left elbow to the back of the room. Feel that. Keep supporting yourself. Use your core on the right side. And then come all the way up. We're going to pigeon toe the toes to one another. Hands to your hips. Take a little bit of a back bend. So look up. See if you can keep looking back. And then fold forward. Do whatever you want here. Now, since I have a focus today on core, I'm going to walk my hands out a little further than my feet, okay? And then I'm going to come onto the balls of my feet and hold there. So you'll feel that in your core and in your shoulders. If that's too much, then go back to the forward fold. If you want a little more, bring that right knee into your chest, hold it there. And then use your core, take that leg back. Ground your feet back in. Bring that left knee into your chest and hold. And take it back. So for those of you, now walk back to your straddle forward fold. Those of you who are working on handstands, that's an excellent way to build strength in your shoulders and your core. Hands to your hips, slowly rise. Left foot's gonna face the back of the room. And we're going to go into triangle on this side. So I'm gonna take my left hand, reach it, and reach my right arm up and hold. Shifting my left hip back to find length on my left side. Now take your right hand behind your head, drive your right elbow back and hold. Look up, look up. Good, and now come all the way up. Slowly shift to the front of your mat. Bring your left foot forward, up and out. Hands to your hips, take a little bit of a lift up and maybe a back bend. Fold forward, right hamstring stretch. So my left foot is up, halfway up my mat, and I'm folding forward, allowing my head to drop towards my shin. And now slowly bring that left foot forward, right foot goes back, out, hamstring stretch on that left side and hold. Good, now you're gonna bring that right foot forward. Take your arms to the outside, grab opposite elbows, stretching both hamstrings at the same time. 2 more breaths, let your head go. Draw your chin to your chest. And then release, walk, hop, float back, however you want to get to your high plank. 5 chaturanga push-ups. Take it all the way down. Good, release your head to the earth. Take your arms to the sides. Lift your head off the earth, look forward. You're just trying to lift your sternum and your legs off the earth. So don't look at the front of your mat. Look straight down and lift a little higher. Use your low back. Relax your butt cheeks. Use your back to lift a little bit higher and hold for 3. Bring your hands right underneath your chest and come to upward facing dog. To downward facing dog. Step through, come to your back, bridge or wheel. Almost done. Bring your feet a little bit closer to your hips. We're gonna do 2 of these. We have a little time here. We're gonna press in and lift up. Scoot your body weight underneath of your body. Shoulders shimmy in together. And use the power and strength in your legs. Lift your hips up and chest back. So you're pressing your chest to the back of the room and hold for 3. And now release. I want you to take your feet the width of your mat and bring your knees together. Relax your head. Now take your left knee out, bring your right knee in. And then windshield wipe your knees slowly because you are twisting your spine, so go slow. And this is to feel good. Don't go too fast. Don't force it. Come back to center, last one. Set your feet, set your hands. So if you're going into a back bend, just be really super careful. If you've never done it before, I do not recommend. But if you are, your hands come next to your ears and you're going to lift up and take it up. Do what feels good, taking away any ego, making sure that the postures feel right for you. and release. This time, just like we did in the beginning of class, start with your feet together, knees wide, Supta Baddha. And now bring your right knee into your chest. Left leg is long. Circle the ankle around the right leg. And now switch legs. Bring that left knee in, right leg extends. Circle the left ankle. Bring that right knee in, grab the inner arches of your feet or your toes. Grab those feet, bring those knees wide, happy baby. And then you're gonna release into Shavasana. Your heels of your feet go to the corners of your mat, toes fan out, palms face up. And if you can, close your eyes. When I experience a challenge, I will look for an opportunity to learn and grow. When faced with adversity, I will find strength. When I experience a setback, I will be resilient. When I meet failure, I will fail forward toward future success. With vision, hope, and faith, I will never give up and will always move forward towards my destiny. I believe my best days are ahead of me, not behind me. I believe I'm here for a reason and my purpose is greater than my challenges. I believe that being positive not only makes me better, it makes everyone around me better. So today and every day, I will be positive and strive to make a positive impact on the world. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Good. Bring the knees into your chest and over to one side or the other. And then come to a comfortable seated position. Take your arms to your sides. Take a nice deep breath and bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead and allow your chin to drop to your chest. Every one of us is faced with challenges as we go forward in these days ahead. I pray that you all are safe and healthy and find a way to stay positive. It's super hard, I know. Till next time, namaste. Thank you guys. Happy birthday, Matt. Why are you saying sorry? Sorry you have a birthday? Oh, he's sorry to everybody because of his birthday.
That's right.
Yep. Matt Waldron said
Thanks.
50 today. Was that easy, Matt?
For a 50-year-old, it was. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. I hope your girls do something special for you.
Oh, they will. They have. So thanks. It's social distancing. That's all I want.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. All right. Thank you guys so
Thanks,
much.
guys.
You can't even see how many people are wishing you a happy birthday over here, Matt, on Facebook. Matt's on Zoom. He'll have to check it out. All right. Bye, guys.
See ya.
I hope you have an awesome day. Thank you for joining me.